it's me, Calico newly at university, so he doesn't have to study it for 12 hours a day anymore. Nope, I just thought that what better way to make use of my laptop and university time than playing a game that's very near and dear to my heart, even though it's not near and dear to my heart because it's a different version because I play Pokemon Sapphire. But I thought it'd be interesting to try the other side of the story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, this is Pokemon Ruby. Undoubtedly, most of you have probably played this, or at least known a lot about it. This is generally the generation of Pokemon that I think my childhood was kind of integrated into. Anyway, I'm a boy, of course. And what is my name? My name is Calvin. And thankfully that fits. We've only got 7 letters to work with, sadly. So I mean, all you 8-lettered names of the world are a bit boned. But there you go, take courage and leap into the world of Pokemon where dreams, adventure, and friendships await. I'll be expecting you later. Come see me in my Pokemon lab. Cool. So, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire was released in, I want to say 2003? That's what the title screen said, I think. And got remade in 2014? Probably? Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't really get into the remake. I got Omega Sapphire. No, Alpha Sapphire, excuse me. And I don't know. I just think it doesn't have quite the impact of the original. Which is why I'm playing the original. Also, I can actually record the original, so, you know. The moves Pokemon do all the work of moving us in and cleaning up after. This is so convenient. Yeah, difference between this and Emerald is that instead of mat chokes, they have bigger offs around for some reason. Anyway, first thing you want to do, naturally, grab that potion. And then why don't we set the time here? It is, I don't know what time it is, actually. It's about 10, no, 10:45, so that looks, yeah, that looks perfect. Nice. Okay. Cool. So, how do we like your new room? Good, everything's put away neatly. Yeah, man. Pokemon moves are so convenient. You think everything's there on your desk. Yeah, so obviously, you know, you got your bed, you got the handbook, which, you know, I'm not even gonna bother with. It's a Nintendo GameCube. A Game Boy Advance is connected serves the controller, which is probably only really relevant in like 2 games. One of them being Four Swords Adventures, the other 2 being Pokemon XD and Pokemon Colosseum, which I've had the good fortune of actually playing, and they are actually decent games. So, and I really wish they would actually make another game like that. Genius Sonority or whatever it is their name is. Oh, it's over. I think Dad was on, but we missed it. Too bad. Yeah, so this is basically just, you know, tutorial stuff. So, once you've moved in, you set the clock. It is in your best interest to just get the story over with as soon as possible, really. And this woman happily doesn't question you walking into her house immediately. That's always fun. Even talks about making a new friend, even though, you know, you're a stranger. But, you know, this is Pokemon, so... Oh, this is different. Okay. Hey, man. This is higher pitched than Emerald. Okay, I've played Emerald recently, that's why I'm concerned about differences. Yeah, in Emerald you like talk to a Pokeball and then she like runs in saying, "You stole this!" She doesn't actually say that, but you know. Oh, that's okay, that makes much more sense. She says, "I'll see you later," and then she leaves. Unlike in Emerald, where she goes to her computer. Although I suppose that's more of a social commentary on, you know, the times nowadays. I can hear someone shouting down the road here. What should I do? What should we do? Somebody has to go help. So here we are. rabid dogs chasing after old men, hobos. You know how it is. Professor Birch looks most like a hobo in these games, I think. Anyway, in my old Sapphire, I chose Trico. In my old Emerald file, I chose Mudkip. That just leaves our boy Torchic. So that is the Pokemon I'm going to be choosing here. We don't get entry animations, interestingly, in this game, because you know Fire Red and Leaf Green hadn't been released yet. But I prefer it, kinda. It's just a little simpler. I don't know. It's a lot better. I suppose it's a lot. Well, I'm used to it, is what I'm trying to say. Hi, you're Calvin. This is another place to chat, so come by my Pokemon lab later, okay? Oh, jeez. So, right. Yada yada yada. The way you battled earlier, you pulled it off with a bomb. Yeah. So, we got a starter now. It's a little more dynamic, I suppose, than a rival battle. I don't know. Although we do still get a rival battle. Oh god. I haven't even thought about what I'm going to call this thing. I will name you according to the manga, which is an excellent little series of books that I highly recommend you read. You are Toro. Yeah. Although I suppose Sapphire, which is like the May version of the manga, does actually have the Torchic star, whereas Ruby, who's the guy, has Mudkip. So I mean, there's that continuity. But we're not playing to the rules of the manga here. We're playing some regular, good old Pokemon. Here we go. Okay. So here we have Zigzagoon, the Rattata of this generation, I suppose. We're just gonna kill it. We can't really do much. Basically, this part of the game is just going to be pressing the A button a lot. Didn't really want to take damage because, yeah, you have to be really like. It's pretty difficult to lose battles like in this part of the game. Like, all you really need to do is just scratch. You don't. I mean, if you want to vary it up a bit, use a growl. Why not? I mean, there's not really any point, believe me. Anyway, Wurmple is basically the Caterpie. Interestingly, it has a chance of... I'm not sure what the criteria is, but basically it can either be a Silcoon, it can evolve into Silcoon or Cascoon. And just talk to this guy here, who will give us a potion. Yeah, and I think it's dependent on time of day. Could be wrong though. And so yeah, the Silcoon and Cascoon will evolve respectively into Beautifly and Dustox. Neither of which are particularly good Pokemon, so I won't be using them. You know how it is. We have two potions, so I think in the event that we actually get into like some issues in this fight, then we could just always use a potion. And that will be a lot easier than just wasting time going back to the Pokemon Center. Although they could be useful in later encounters, I think I'm just gonna blaze through this part of the game because it's something everyone's kind of seen before. I wouldn't be too worried. Yeah. There we go. And if we're able to... Yeah, okay. Right. So, the Pokemon found on Route 103 include Zigzagoon, Poochyena, and Wurmple, and possibly Wingull. I don't know. I'll give you a taste of what being a trainer is like. Okay. So this is effectively our first little battle here against our Pokemon trainer May, who's going to be our rival throughout the series, and we'll also have our counter, unfortunately. So that's always fun. I'm gonna cut this close, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. Let's just pop this. Yeah. And that should basically ensure our victory because we're gonna be. Yep. Good thing I did that. Otherwise, I would have been dead. That's always fun. Criticals are kind of a deal breaker in this part of the game because you don't expect stuff to do that much damage. But it's okay, because we scratched the best. And we got ourselves a cool level 7. Nice. And we learn a useless move. Well, not entirely useless, but effectively useless. Wow, that's great, Calvin, you're pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah. Right, so, I think I know my dad has an eye out for you now. Yeah, I mean, you just got that Pokemon, but you just keep pressing A. It's just so talented. Anyway. So what you want to do now, obviously, is head on back to the lab. I would actually recommend healing your Pokemon now, because you do not get healed. Unlike the first encounter with Professor Birch and the wild Pokemon, your Pokemon does not get healed automatically after that fight. So it's probably a good idea to just pop by the Pokemon Center now. Then of course May is here and she'll be like, "Hey, just go!" Yeah, kind of pointless, but I suppose it helps for like little kids. I don't know, I don't understand little kids, they're silly. I mean, I was a little kid once, and I'm still silly, but that's just not the point. Anyway, here we go. Hi Calvin, I heard you beat May in your first try, that's excellent. I think he says that no matter how many tries you do. I don't know, I've never actually failed the rival battle, like, at all. I failed it in randomizers, but to be fair, May had a Zapdos and I had a Pichu, so that's not exciting. Oh, wow, Calvin, you got a Pokedex! So this is way... Oh, you better give me more of those. It's funny if you can get a lot of Pokemon. I'm going to look all over the place because I want different Pokemon. If I find any cute Pokemon, I'll catch them with Pokeballs. How many Pokeballs did I get? I really hope I got more than... Okay, great, yeah, because it said Pokeball, so I was going to be annoyed if they only gave me one. That would have seemed counterintuitive. Oh, also, bonus. Calvin, did you introduce yourself to Professor Birch? Yep, and more. Trust me. You're father's child, right? You look good together, Pokemon. Unless, like, I don't know, that Pokemon is like Grimer or something like that. I like this line. I think I'm gonna try and get this as the thumbnail. Those shoes came with instructions. Ah, to think you have your very own Pokemon now. Your father will be killed. Okay, so now we can leave home. And we can actually run around, which is awesome. Okay, now that we're moving. Oh my god. Nope, okay, right. So, Torchic grew a level up, and that was fun. But now we can move on! Yeah, to... Wait, shit, how much? Okay. No, that's good, that's fine. I don't think we get any new Pokemon in here. I just want to check. Nope, okay, right. Let's get into our first trainer battle. Which is a really, it's a really important part of my life, of course, because this guy is, of course, none other than youngster Calvin. And, of course, in the Battle of the Calvins, there can only be one. In the Battle of Calvin Harris, Calvin Klein, Calvin Smith, there's just no differentiating, is what I'm trying to say. And there is really no contest, because as we all know, Calicmyra comes out on top. No, I'm saying! Anyway. Arg, I lost. I should train my mom. Agreed. Right. Cool. With that over, I'm done with this episode of Pokemon Ruby. Next time on Pokemon Ruby, we will be beginning our adventure and heading into the next town, hopefully. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. No, I'm saying.